A pleasant good evening and welcome to Gateway High School. On the campus of Gateway High School in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, Adam Gusky on the call for you as the Gateway Gators take on the Norwin Nights in a WPIAL Section 3 volleyball matchup here in Quad A. Norwin 1-3 on the season, Gateway 1-3 on the year as well. Norwin comes off of a 3-0 loss to Oakland Catholic this past Monday. Meanwhile, Gateway fell this past Tuesday on the road at Hempfield. Both of these teams with one win in conference. Those victories coming against the Connellsville Falcons. For Norwin, that came at home back on September 9th. For the Gators, it was last Thursday on the road at Connellsville, a 3-2 win for Gateway. Gateway wearing the black uniforms. They are to the left of your screen. Norwin in the grays to your right. Good to have you along with us on a chilly evening in southwestern Pennsylvania for some WPIAL Quad A volleyball. Norwin is going to serve to begin the match. Serving for the Knights is Grace Shepard, the senior. And we are underway in Monroeville, PA, as the ball dug up and an attack by Gateway. Dug up again by Norwin, and they'll bring it back the other way. Attack and a kill. Lacondi with the kill for Norwin, and the Knights up 1-0. Shepard again with the serve. Dug up by the Gators. Big attack there and a kill for Amaya Robinson, and the Gators tied up at 1-1. Sub in for Gateway. Taylor Bumbaugh will come in and she will serve. Bumbaugh gets the beckon, and here we go. Dug up by the Knights, a little lob attack. And that one hit out by Amaya Robinson, and Norwin up 2-1 now. And serving for the Knights is Chloe Lacondi. Dug and over, and a double hit by Norwin. The error by the Knights gives the Gators the point there, and now Robinson will serve. Dug up by the Knights, and an attack. Robinson with the dig off the ceiling. Gators keep it alive as it's dug over by Robinson. Attack by Norwin. Good set. And a big kill there for Gateway. Alexis Margolis with the kill for the Gators. And Gateway up 3-2. Robinson with the serve again. Gateway right at the net with the attack. Norwin has to settle it down and dig it over. Again, the attack by Margolis, dug up by Norwin. Natalie Miller with the attack for the Knights, and we're tied at 3-all. Libero will serve for Norwin. That's Chanot. Dug up by Gateway. It's Bumbaugh. Now the attack by Margolis. Give her the kill, and Gateway claims the lead back 4-3. Sarah Porter will serve for the Gators. Good serve, dug up by Norwin. Back line it'll go. Attack again by Margolis. Good dig by Norwin. Knights bring it back the other way. Libero with the dig. Attack by Norwin. And Gateway with the error there. A couple of Gators on different pages. Leads to a Norwin point. And the Knights tie it at 4-all here in set number 1. Alvarez serves for the Knights. Quick conversation here is the R2 discussing with the scorers table over there. Now checks in with the Norwin bench as they want to confirm everybody's on the same page with the score. Elsewhere tonight in Section 3, Connellsville at Latrobe, Hempfield at Penn Trafford. Again, both of these teams 1 and 3 in conference play. Norwin coming off of that aforementioned loss, while Gateway comes off of a loss on the road at Hempfield. As you can see the section up top, it's the Oakland Catholic Eagles undefeated at 5-0, Hempfield 3-1, as is Penn Trafford. Latrobe even at 2-2. Gateway and Norwin 1-3, and Connellsville down at the bottom at 0-5. We still have a discussion between the official on the floor, the R2 over there on that side, talking with the scorers table. Good to have you along with us here on NFHS. And we are back to live actions. 4-4 is your score. Served by Alvarez, dug up by the Gators, and a double tap attack by Margolis, but that'll go out of bounds. And it will be an error by the Gators, a point for Norwin, and the Knights reclaim the lead 5-4. Serving error there by the Knights, and it's 5-5. Big block at the net there by Norwin. And the Knights up 6-5 here. Checking in and heading into serve, Sarah Olson for Norwin. Olson serve to the back line, dug up. 3 digs for the Gators, and over it goes. Now Robinson will retreat, an error by the Knights. And the Gators tie the game at 6-all. Conversation here, who's going to serve for Gateway? Checking in will be the libero, Esther Mara, the sophomore for the Gators. Dug up by Norwin. Attacked by the Knights. A nice soft attack there. Caught the Gators over pursuing. And the point for Ashley Lacus for Norwin. Checking into serve, Riley Oslowski for the Knights. Dug up by Gateway, and an attack for the Gators. And Lacus with the kill for the Knights. And Norwin takes a 2-point lead, 8-6. Oslowski serve. Set twice. Robinson with the attack. Good dig for the Gators. And an error by Gateway. A double hit against the Gators. Not much protest from the Gators players, and it'll stay with Norwin as the Knights have a 9-6 advantage. Serving error by Norwin. Well, they'll say it was in. The official on that side said the ball did find its way in, as did the line judge. From my vantage point, I didn't see the same thing, but regardless, a point for Norwin gives them a 4-point lead here in the first set, 10-6. And another error by Gateway. Too strong on the attack by Alexis Margolis, the senior defensive specialist. Dug up, another dig, and then knocked over from the back line. Attack for Norwin, and an attack error by Norwin. The error for LeConde gives Gateway the ball, an opportunity to serve here, as it's Voitnik Nikita Voitnik, the senior. Big attack there and a kill for Norwin. Natalie Miller with the kill for the Knights. And Norwin has extended their lead to 5, 12-7 here in the first set. Serving for Norwin will be Grace Shepard. Good serve there, leads to an ace. As Voitnik couldn't dig that one up cleanly. And Norwin extends their lead to 6, 13-7. Another good serve. Gateway has to dig it twice before knocking it back over. And going up with the spike. And the kill for the Gators, or rather for the Knights, is Lacus. Right now, Norwin doubling up Gateway 14-7. Error there by Gateway's Amaya Robinson. And Norwin extends their lead to 15-7 as Norwin on a big run here was back and forth until it was about 6-6. Since then, it's basically been all Norwin. Set over by the Gators, brought back the other way by the Knights. Robinson with the dig over for Gateway. Attack for Norwin and a kill for Natalie Miller. And it's 16-7. Norwin on top of Gateway. The serve by Shepard. Gateway digs it twice. Backline attack by Margolis. Attacked by Norwin again. The dig. This time Margolis. Attack up front for Becky George for Gateway. Knocked back by the Knights, but was knocked back the other way by Gateway. And back and forth we go with the volley. And again, the Gators not on the same page. As Voitnik tried to serve that one up, Porter and Robinson couldn't decide who was going to knock it back the other way. Serve for Norwin as they're up by 10 now. And Robinson with the dig over. Big attack there for Becky George and a kill for the Gators. And that stems the tide. And let's see what George can do with the serve as Gateway has seen their deficit swell all the way to 10. Now it's at 9, 17-8. Becky George with the serve. Big set and attack. And the kill for Lacus. And again, a 10-point lead for Norwin. As Chloe Lucondi will serve for the Norwin Knights. Dug up well by Gateway. Attack Margolis. And Norwin not able to get it back the other way. You'll give Margolis the kill, and Gateway cuts their deficit back down towards single digits. Stands at 10 now, though. 18-8 as Amaya Robinson serves for the Gators. And give Robinson the ace. Good serve, good spin on it. Norwin not able to return it the other way. Again, the serve for Robinson. Big set and an attack. It's out. No touch by the Gators. And it will be a point for Gateway on the attack error by the Norwin Knights. Big attack there on the left side. The opposite hitter going up. Petco. And now Chanot serves for Norwin as they are up by 8, 19-11 after a mini rally by the Gateway Gators. Norwin resetting after getting out of sorts. Nice play at the net, though. Gators in the net. Block error by the Gators gives Norwin the point. And the Knights up by 9. Chanel with the serve. And that forward spin on it. Hands not set properly by Bumba. And that leads to more points for the Knights. They're up 21-11, a 10-point advantage for Norwin as they approach set point. Better dig that time for Bumba. A strong attack at the net by Margolis. And the Gators get the side out, get the point, and have an opportunity to try to hold serve for a while here as Sarah Porter, the senior setter, serves. Good dig, nice presence in the net for Gateway. Robinson with the dig, Margolis the attack, and the kill. And the Gators deficit down to 8, 21-13. It's been into double digits on several occasions. Porter again serves for the Gators. Set over by Norwin. Gateway resets their attack. Robinson with the dig from the back line. Dug up by Bumba now. Attack for the Gators. That was Voitnick with the attack, and Norwin has to settle things down and dig one over. Margolis again with the attack. Good dig by Chanot. Other way it goes. Robinson with the dig. And Bumba going to be guilty of the double. And that cuts the deficit back towards double digits. It's currently at 9, 22-13. Serving error by Norwin, and that gives Gateway the point. Down 8 are the Gators as they will sub in. Margolis serves. Lob attack for Lacus gives Norwin a lead of 9, 23-14 as they get the side out. And they'll bring in Olsen to serve here, 1 point shy of set point. Olsen serve from the center. Nice drop serve there. Tipped at the net and knocked in by Lacus for Norwin, and it is set point for the Knights. Olsen again with the serve. Set over by the Gators. Norwin setting their attack as Olsen digs it over. Now Margolis with the set. And an attack there by Becky George leads to a Gators point on the kill. Libero comes in to serve. Michelina Estramera, sophomore for the Gators. Dug up, now it's Olsen with the dig. Dug and over by the Knights. Attacked by Robinson and a kill. Estramera continues as the server for Gateway. Attack by Norwin and the kill for the Knights. Maria Yaniga with the kill wins that first set for Norwin 25-16, and the Knights lead the match 1-0. We're going to take a pause. It's Gateway Volleyball and the Gateway Game of the Week here on NFHS Network. It's the Gateway Game of the Week here on NFHS as the Gateway Gators host the Norwin Nights in a Section 3 volleyball matchup. Set 2 just underway, and an error by Natalie Miller of Norwin leads to a Gators lead. As serving for Gateway is Nikita Voitnik. Strong attack there by the Knights. Chloe Lucandi. And Norwin ties it up at 1-1. Lucandi will serve for the Norwin Knights. Dug up Margolis. Set by the Gators. Robinson with the attack. Voitnik digs it back the other way, and the Knights go for the attack. Voitnik again the dig. Flat-footed attack by Becky George. Norwin sets the other way. Strong at the net by the Knights. They're going to say 4 hit as it never went all the way over. Instead of Robinson with the block, it'll be an error by the Knights, but either way, a point for the Gators, and Gateway up 2-1. As Becky George serves for the Gateway Gators. Nice drop serve by George, back the other way. Go the Knights. Little set over by Margolis, and Norwin has to reset things and bring it back. And a kill for Robinson. Amaya Robinson with the kill for Gateway. And the Gators have taken a 2-point advantage here in set number 2. Serving error by Becky George. Tried to drop that one on the back line, but out of play it will go. Point for Norwin, and now Julianne Chenot serves for Norwin. Chenot with the serve, dug up by Voitnik. Retreating too far was Esther Mera, the Gators libero. Dug by Gateway, Robinson with the attack, dug back by Norwin. Voitnik with the dig, attack at the front line by Porter for Gateway. And a lift by the Knights, an error by Norwin, a point for Gateway, and now it will be Robinson, the senior for Gateway, serving. Robinson serves. Norwin goes to the attack, and a strong presence at the net by Maria Iniga. Leads to points for Norwin, as the Knights are now tied with the Gators 4-4. First set went back and forth for the first half dozen points on each side. And now it's Alvarez to serve for Norwin. Dug up. Block at the net there. Solo block for Lacus. And Gateway trails 5-4. Alvarez with the serve. Dug up by Bumbaugh. She didn't dig that one cleanly, had a lot of spin to it. Towards the near boundary it went and out of play. Alvarez with a serving error. It'll be a point for Gateway. And serving for the Gators will be Sarah Porter. Porter skims the net. Brought the other way by the Knights. Dig, set, attack by Margolis. Kept alive by the Knights. Set over. And now it has to be dug back over by Norwin as they keep it going for the moment. Attack again by Margolis and a big block at the net. And the block assist. Lacus there. So is Petco. They combine for the block, and the Knights will bring in substitutions, and they will bring in Olsen to serve. As the R2 over there wants to talk with the Gators head coach, to give us an opportunity to look forward here on NFHS for coverage of the Gateway Gators. Tomorrow, Gateway will take on the Pine Richland Rams. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. Kickoff for the soccer match between the Gateway boys and West Mifflin on Monday at 7 p.m. Both those games will be here on NFHS. Next week's Gateway game of the week, that aforementioned boys soccer match against the West Mifflin Titans. Gateway boys 6-3 on the year. West Mifflin 3-4-1. We talked about the football game tomorrow night, a big one. Big non-conference matchup between Gateway and Pine Richland. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. tomorrow night between the 3-1 Gateway Gators and the 1-3 Pine Richland Rams. Pine Richland, the defending WPIAL and state champions at the 5A level in football. It'll be community night at Anna Marino Stadium tomorrow night. Expecting a big crowd. As again, it will be Olsen serving. Whenever we do get back to live action, there was an issue with the Gators and their rotation. I think the R2 has now cleaned that up after taking a look at the paperwork, and we are ready to go. 7-5 your score. Olsen with the serve. Dug up, and Foydick with the attack. And Foydick's attack leads to a Gators point. Childs checks out. As coming in will be the libero, Estremera, to serve for the Gators. Serve skims the net. Norwin able to dig it up, though, and the Knights with an error. Seemed like Alvarez anticipated the dig to make its way over the net, but it did not, and that leads to a Gators point. We're tied at 7-all. Estremera to serve again for the Gateway Gators. Libero drops that one in, kept alive by the Knights on a diving dig. Knocked around by the Gators and found its way too tight into the chest of Alexis Margolis, and she knocks it to the Norwin bench. An error there by the Gators leads to a point for Norwin. And Oslowski will serve for Norwin. Backline attack by Margolis. A block at the net, but Gateway keeps it alive. Set over by the Gators, and out of bounds it will go. An error by Gateway leads to Norwin points, and Norwin up by 2, 9-7, as Oslowski continues to serve. Dug up by Margolis. Set the attack by Robinson. Give her the kill. And so Maya Robinson cuts the deficit for Gateway down to 1. Voynick serves for Gateway. Keita Voynick. Dug up by Olsen. An attack there for Natalie Miller, as the Gators couldn't block it at the net, and then he got hung up on the way down. A point for Norwin. And the Knights are up 10-8 here in the second set, as Grace Shepard will serve for the Knights. Serving error for Shepard. And in for Gateway will be Taylor Bumbaugh, and she will serve. Bumbaugh, the junior. Give her the ace. She finds the back line. So Bumbaugh with the ace, and the Gators have tied it at 10-all. That one shy of the back line. Norwin able to set and attack it. Dug twice by Gateway as Bumbaugh digs it back over. Attack by Norwin. A big presence at the net there by Lacus. Leads to Knights points, and Norwin breaks the tie up 11-10 on Gateway, as Lacondi will serve for the Norwin Knights. The attack by Margolis. No touch by the Knights, error by the Gators. And Norwin extends their lead to 2, 12-10. Quick beckon for serve here. LeConde with the serve. Dug up. Attacked by Robinson. She'll go cross court. Attacked again by Norwin. Margolis brings it back the other way. Tried to lob it to the back corner, but pushed it too strong. That carries across the back line. And Norwin takes a 3-point lead. This, their largest of this set. LeConde the serve. Dug up. And Norwin not playing that one well. It was Natalie Miller after the dig by Voynich. And now Robinson will serve for the Gateway Gators. Good serve by Robinson. Norwin brings it back the other way. Gateway keeps it alive. Attacked by Margolis. Dug over. Attack and a block by Norwin. And then trying to lob it from the middle of the court towards the far side at the net was Childs, but to no avail. So an error by the Gators leads to a Norwin point. They're up by 3 are the Knights as Chanot will serve the libero for Norwin. Dug back the other way by Gateway. Bumbaugh with the dig. And she pushes it too far. Margolis tried to save it back in, but didn't have a good angle to do so. And Norwin takes their first 4-point lead. Chanot with the serve. Dug twice. Margolis with the set attack, bringing it near side. And Gateway cuts the deficit down to 3, 15-12. As Porter will serve for Gateway. Porter serving error into the net there. A point for the Knights. As Norwin has extended their lead to 16-12, another 4-point advantage for the visitors. Alvarez to serve for Norwin. Alvarez the serve. 2 Gators collide on the dig. It was Bumbaugh meeting up with Voynich. And the miscue there by Gateway leads to Norwin's first 5-point advantage of this second period. Bumbaugh with the dig. Margolis with the attack. And an error by Norwin. A lift there is falling down to the floor went Lacus, and Lacus couldn't dig it up cleanly. Give a teammate an opportunity for an attack. Instead, the error there leads to a Gators point as Margolis serves for Gateway. Attack by Norwin, dig by Robinson. Towards the front line it'll go. Becky George with the attack for Gateway, and that leads to Gators points as Gateway down by 3 now, 17-14. Serving error by Margolis. And it'll be Norwin point. And serving for the Knights is Sydney Petco. Petco serve. Dug up. Robinson with the attack from the back line. Too strong. And again, a 5-point advantage for Norwin. As Petco continues to serve for Norwin. Dug up by Gateway. Attack by Voynich. And a set attack by Lacus there towards the front. Knocked down to the floor by the Gators, but on the wrong side of that net, and it's a 6-point lead for Norwin as the Knights have taken a 20-14 advantage here in set number 2. Serve towards that back line, set up by Margolis. She'll set it again towards the Knights this time. Norwin has to dig it over to keep it alive. And an attack error by Becky George for Gateway leads to Knights points. And timeout time for the Gateway Gators. Again, Gateway losing the first set 25-16 tonight. Gateway shut out earlier this week on the road at Hempfield. Norwin was also shut out earlier this week on the road at Oakland Catholic. Those games played on Tuesday and Monday respectively. Next up for Gateway on the road at Oakland Catholic. They have 2 games next week to the Gateway Gators, one in conference, one outside of conference. On the road at Oakland Catholic on Monday, 7:15 is the scheduled first serve for that one. And then they will take the trip up towards Vandergrift, Pennsylvania to take on Kiski Wednesday at 7 p.m. Again, elsewhere tonight in Quad A Section 3, Connellsville at Latrobe, Hempfield at Penn Trafford. Good to have you along with us on NFHS. It's the Gateway Game of the Week. 2 Gateway Games of the Week this week, because we missed last week with volleyball getting moved from Monroeville to Connellsville. We're back to live action after the Gators timeout. And Gateway going to be whistled for the double. Error on the attack there. Margolis was down on the knee. Definitely pitter-patted on that ball. And Gateway now down by 8, 22-14. Petko with the serve for the Knights. Margolis sets that one up. Becky George with the attack. Norwin not able to corral the attack and turn it the other way. So the extrapolated kill for George leads to points for Gateway. And checking out for the Gators is Alice Childs. As checking in to serve is Michelina Estramera. Gateway down by 7, Estramera serving. Strong attack from the right side. Dug up and over by Margolis. Back the other way go the Knights. Attack from the opposite hitter. And the kill for Carly DePaolo. And the Knights will see Riley Oslowski check in. Up by 8, 23-15. Dug up in the attack by Robinson. Robinson with the kill for Gateway. And the Gators cut the deficit down. It's now 23-16. Here in set number 2. Gateway down 1-0 as Voynick serves for the Gators. Set forward. And an attack from the left side by Natalie Miller. And that'll be set point for the Norwin Nights. As they will serve for that set point, it will be Grace Shepard serving for the visiting team. Attack by Robinson. Blocked and then dug up by Norwin. Attack error by the Knights as knocking that one to the net was Chloe Lacondi. George to the bench. Back to serve Taylor Bumbaugh. Bumbaugh the serve. Dug up. Attack on the left side by Norwin. That's Margolis with the dig for Gateway. Robinson with the attack. And give Robinson the kill. Gators down by a half dozen, 24-18, trying to keep this volley, or this rally going rather, as they face a set point and an ace. Instead, another ace for Bumbaugh, her second here in this second set. Bumbaugh the serve. Dug up by the Knights. Attack from the left again. Kept alive by Gateway. Margolis with the attack. Block of the net. Gateway keeps it going. Voynick with the attack from the backside. Attack by Norwin. Gateway is going to dig it over. Porter with the dig over. Now it's Norwin looking for the attack. Left side attack. Natalie Miller several times this set. And an attack and a kill for Margolis is Gateway. After that long, long volley, they end up with points. cutting the lead down to 4, 24-20. Right now the Gators with their backs against the wall, they're responding. Bumbaugh with the serve. Miller with the attack from the left side. And this time the Gators can't dig it up to keep it going. And Norwin will win the second set 25-20. And the Knights now lead the match 2-0. We are live on NFHS from the Fury Sports Complex in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. It's Gateway Volleyball right here. And the Gateway Game of the Week on the NFHS Sports Network. From the Fury Sports Complex, it's the Gateway Game of the Week here on NFHS Network. Adam Gusky on the call for you. The Gateway Volleyball team here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania takes on the Norwin Nights in WPIAL Quad A Section 3 action. Set number 3 underway, an error by the Gators, an attack error by Margolis leads to a point for Norwin as the Knights take a 1-0 lead. Norwin winning the first set 25-16, the second set 25-20. The Gators were down by a good bit. I think it was a 24-17. The Gators rallied 4 straight points before ultimately Norwin ended up winning. As now it'll be Becky George serving for Gateway. As we're tied at 1-1. Dug up by the Knights. To the net it goes, and a strong attack for Margolis for Gateway, and George will continue to serve as Gateway has the lead 2-1. George the serve. Set over by Norwin. Attacked by Robinson and the kill. Robinson fading away, had enough on that ball to get the kill for the Gators. And Gateway has gained a 3-1 advantage. George the serve. Give her the ace. Oslowski didn't do a great job on that dig. So regardless if you scored an error or the ace, it's a point for the Gators. As George again with the serve. Up over the net with the attack, Alyssa Lacus for Norwin. And the Knights will serve as Gateway brings in a substitution. Estra Mera checking in for Gateway. There's this one dug up. And Robinson with the attack. Thought I heard a touch there, but they'll say an error by Gateway. And a point for the Knights. Lead down to 1 for Gateway. Dug up by Estremera. Now the attack from Margolis. Dig there by the Knights, but Norwin not able to do anything with it. Grace Shepard didn't anticipate that dig. Heading that flat towards her, and now Robinson will serve for Gateway. Robinson with the dig, or rather with the attack, dug over by Norwin. Margolis the attack, and the points for the Gators. So Alexis Margolis stretches the Gators lead to 3, 6-3, as Robinson serves for Gateway. Big set and an attack for Norwin, and an error there on the attack by Alyssa Lacus. Stretches the Gators' advantage to 4, 7-3. Robinson, good serve. Left side attack. And the kill for Sydney Petco. And the Gators' advantage down to 3, 7-4. As it'll be Chanot serving for Norwin. Robinson with the dig for Gateway. Towards the front line where it's knocked over by Childs. Dug over by Norwin. And 2 Gators not on the same page as Robinson and Estremera. Got a little hung up on who was going to go for that dig in that back corner. Instead, it's point for Norwin, and the Knights will serve. Chanot the serve. Estremera with the dig. Margolis the attack. And Gateway not able to do anything after the big block at the front line. Voynich, not much of a chance. Chanot with the serve. Estremera knocks it up high. Now the attack by Margolis and another block up front. Strong net presence with Petco and Lacos both up there. 7-7 your score is Norwin looking to continue this rally. That time it's Sarah Porter winning the battle at the net for Gateway as she knocked it towards the Knights and down to the floor it goes. Porter gets the point for the Gators and now will serve. Serving error by Porter, and that side out for the Gators short-lived as it leads to a side out for Norwin, and the Knights will serve. Alvarez serving for Norwin. Estremera with the dig. Set where Margolis attacks, kept up by Norwin. And Gateway is going to be guilty of being over the net on the attack. So the illegal attack there by Gateway. Leads to points for Norwin as Alvarez will serve. 9-8 the score. Norwin their first lead at all this set, if not maybe it was very early on. As nice attack by Voynich. And the whistle blows as into the net, and that fault by the Knights. And the Gators will serve. Margolis will serve for Gateway. Serving error by Margolis, and Norwin reclaims the lead 10-9 here in set number 3. Sarah Olsen to serve for Norwin. Olsen served to the back line. Height advantage is Ashley Lacus at the net. Knocks that one down to the floor. And a 2-point lead for Norwin. Their first 2-point lead of this set. Dug up by George. Voynich with the attack for Gateway. Norwin brings it back the other way on the dig over. Robinson. Set, and then the attack by Voynich. And another block at the net. As it was Lacus also involved in that block to Paolo for Norwin. Olsen to serve. 3-point lead for the Knights. George with the dig. The set, and now the attack for Gateway, and a strong attack by Alice Childs leads to a kill for the Gators and a point for Gateway, cutting their deficit down to 2, 12-10. Estremera checks in to serve for Gateway. Nicolene Estremera's serve. Set up, the attack by Norwin. Gateway getting out of sorts there as the ball went well high, and Sarah Porter didn't get over there fast enough. And a point for the Knights. And serving for Norwin, Oslowski. 3-point lead for Norwin here in set number 3, down to 2 on that serving error. 13-11 the score here in the third set. Voynich will serve for Gateway. Serving error for the Gators. There's Nakia Voynich into the net. So the lead back to 3 for Norwin. And Grace Shepard will serve for the Knights. Shepard the serve, knocked up, and Amaya Robinson with the attack for Gateway. And Norwin not able to do anything with it. Point for the Gators there on the attack by Robinson. Gateway has to pause for the rotation, bring in somebody to serve. And into the match to serve for Gateway will be Jolina Estramera, the freshman. Estramera drops that one in. It's dug up by Norwin, attacked by the Knights. That'll carry across the back line. No touch by the Gators, error by the Knights. And Gateway's deficit down to 1, 14-13. As the freshman Jolina Estramera continues to serve. Serve to the far line. Dug up twice by Norwin, now an attack from the left side. Estramera with the dig. Hit out by Estramera. And the Gators' error sees Norwin expand their lead to 2, 15-13. And serving for the Knights is Lukandi. Dig, set, attack. Maya Robinson with the strong attack, but dug up and kept alive by Norwin. Now the Gators look to bring it back the other way. Margolis with the attack, blocked at the net. Margolis this time taps the attack over to that far side. Kept up by the Knights, left side attack. Estramera keeps that one up. Robinson with the attack, knocked back at the net by the Knights. Dug over by Robinson. Near side attack and an error by the Knights. That attack too strong by Natalie Miller. And Gateway's deficit down to 1, 15-14. Robinson will serve for Gateway. Hit over by Norwin. Attack by Margolis, dug twice by Norwin. Now they'll bring it over, but an error. Into the net goes Natalie Miller. And the Knights' advantage has disappeared. Gateway looking to turn the tide here. Dug up by Norwin after the Robinson save. Blocked at the net by Gateway. They'll dig it up and keep it going. Margolis with the attack. She'll knock it out though. An error by Gateway gives Norwin the lead back 16-15. As Chanot will serve for Norwin. Dig by Robinson, but will give the ace to Chanot. And a 2-point lead for Norwin. The Gators climbed out of a hole, tied it at 15, but 2 straight points by Norwin settles things down for the Knights. And another ace for Chanot. This time she drops that one in front of Robinson. Chanot with the serve. And another ace, as Margolis couldn't dig that one cleanly. So Gateway tied this one at 15, all an error by Gateway, and then 3 straight aces by Chanot. Dug twice by Gateway, Margolis the attack. Dug up by the Knights. They'll have to dig that one over, Will Norwin. Estramera digs it up, Margolis with the attack and the point. Give the kill to the Gators, senior Alexis Margolis. Sarah Porter will serve for Gateway. Dug up and over. Gateway brought it back the other way, and now Norwin settles things down on a traditional offense. Knights may have been over the net there, but the officials didn't call it. The Gateway coaching staff and bench thought it was over the net by Lacus. The officials do not concur. And Norwin gets the ball back for the serve, up by 4, 20-16. Served over by Norwin. The Gators dig it twice, make it 3 times. Getting it over was Childs for the Gators, and an error by the Knights. A double hit by Norwin. And the Gators got the deficit down to 3, 20-17, as Margolis will serve for Gateway. Margolis trying to drop that one in, dug up twice, and now back line attack for Norwin's DePaulo to no avail into the net. And the Gators deficit down to 2, 20-18. Margolis the attack, dug up by Norwin. Up off the ceiling, nice dig there by Robinson, another dig by Gateway, and knocked over by Margolis. And Norwin's gonna have to dig this one back over to keep the volley going. Set, and the attack for Childs. Norwin keeps it going though. Set over. Now Margolis with the attack. And an error by Norwin thwarts a big volley for both of those teams. And it cuts Gateway's deficit down to 1, 20-19. Margolis with the serve. Dug up by Norwin. 2 digs and now an attack for the Knights. Left side attack that time by DePaulo. Leads to Norwin points as they take a 21-19 lead. And this back and forth third set. Petco will serve for Norwin. Petco's serve. Dug up by Gateway. Voynick with the attack, but blocked at the net. Lockus involved in that block, as was, I believe, DePaulo. And a 3-point lead for Norwin, 22-19. As Gateway has their backs up against the wall, not just in this set, but in the match in general. Dig up by Margolis. Dig by Gateway, attack by Margolis, and she'll get that one in on this near left line. The Gators get the point, and in to serve for Gateway will be Michelina Estremera, the sophomore. Estremera's serve. Dug up and then knocked over by Norwin. Dug twice by Gateway before they have to dig it over as Voynick does it for the Gators. Attack at the front line. Michelina Estremera with the dig. However, the Gators not able to corral that one after it was a strong attack at the front line, and the kill for Ashley Lockus. 23-20 is your score here in the third set, as Oslowski will serve for Norwin. Oslowski's serve, dug up by Gateway. Another dig. Backline attack by Margolis. Little fake on the attack, and then a nice job by Natalie Miller to drop that one in between the lines. And we are down to match point here. As Norwin serving, it's Riley Oslowski. Oslowski with the ace, and that will do it. As the Norwin Nights win set number 3, 25-20, and the match 3-0 with the victory. Norwin now 2-3 on the season. They get their second win in conference, while Gateway falls to 1-4 within conference play. Again, next up for this Gateway Gators volleyball club, they'll be on the road at Oakland Catholic on Monday at 7:15, and then next Wednesday, a non-conference matchup against the Kiski Cavaliers. Don't forget our coverage here on the NFHS Network tomorrow night. The Gateway Gators football team taking on the Pine Richland Rams at 7 o'clock. And then on Monday, our Gateway game of the week for next week will be boys soccer against West Mifflin. Spencer Witt will have the call on that one. For our entire crew, I'm Adam Gusky, thanking you for joining us for the Gateway game of the week here on NFHS.